mis amigos. Bienvenidos a Barney's America Latina. Arriba, arriba, it's showtime. Let me introduce you to a crazy carnival of creatures, from fabulously freaky frogs to hollering howler monkeys to manic meat-eating plants. Es magnifico! And what's more, they're all connected to each other in this wonderful world of wildlife by funny, fabulous and fantastic facts. Oh, sorry. 3, 2, 1, es la hora de Barney's Latin America.
You know, just looking around you get to see that the world is full of so many weird and wonderful things. Wouldn't you agree, Barney?
Yeah, I would agree, I suppose. I mean, here we are in the beautiful Latin America, and there you are with blue nail polish on.
Excuse me. I think you'll find it brings out the blue of my eyes.
Really?
Anyway, you can talk. What's with those ridiculous sunglasses?
I think you'll find these are what's known as funky sunglasses. Yes, everyone's wearing them here. In fact, I think you might have to get a pair as well, Jem. Stop that weird thing that you do with your eyes.
Hey, how can you say I'm weird when you're sat there like a freak with your feet in a bowl of jelly and custard?
Well, what can I say? My feet were a trifle hot. I think it's set.
Freak.
Well, whatever. It worked, didn't it? You know, my feet are nice and cold. But anyway, today's show isn't about us freaky weirdos.
Haha, speak for yourself.
But you know, it does link quite nicely to today's theme.
Ah, yes. From the ugliest frog. Ew.
To a unique freak marsupial.
To an inflatable bird.
Latin America's got the lot.
So, without further ado, let's open the Freak Factory.
Look, I need to get out of here. Could you give me a hand, please?
And what better way to open the freak show than with a crazy critter who certainly knows how to make an impression.
Ha! Knows how to make an impression. See what you've done there. Check out that hooter.
Yep, and he's very proud of it too, because this is the sword-billed hummingbird, who unsurprisingly has a bill like a sword.
Do they fight with it?
No, this sword isn't for swishing about, it's for eating with, or rather, drinking with, like a straw. The beak of the sword-billed hummingbird can be over 10 centimetres long, which is 4 times longer than its body.
Wow, that's like me having a minibus for a nose.
Exactly. It's the only species of bird to have a beak longer than the rest of its body.
So why do they need a nose that long?
You mean a beak?
Yeah.
Ah, Professor Piranha has the answer.
Hummingbirds feed on nectar, which is basically a sugary syrup made by flowers. The sword-billed hummingbird can reach into the bottom of the longest flowers that other species of hummingbirds aren't able to, meaning he'll always have a meal to himself.
Thanks, Professor. But in order to feed on this nectar, they don't only need a really long beak, they also need a really long tongue in order to lap it up.
Wow, that is moving really fast.
Yep, hummingbirds can take up to 12 slurps a second, which allows them to get enough energy to keep those wings moving so quick and to keep them warm.
Well, that is freaky, but fast.
There is one drawback with having such a long beak, though.
Oh yeah, what's that?
Most birds use their beak to clean their feathers, but this hummingbird has to groom itself with 1 foot whilst hanging onto its perch with the other one.
Well, it looks a bit wobbly. Hey, Jen, do you know why hummingbirds hum?
It's something to do with the way they flap their wings.
No, it's because they don't know the words.
Very funny. What better way to start the show than with a freaky feathered nasal humdinger? So, what's next?
Well, Jem, how about a view like this?
Amazing, isn't it?
Yep, you can't beat the beautiful scenery of termite mounds standing proud.
God, listen to us getting all arty-farty about some lumps of mud.
Yeah, but these weird lumps of mud are the perfect picnic spot for our next freak.
Hey! What does he think he's doing?
This is the anteater. Now, he is a real freaky muncher. And to him, a lovely termite mound is basically a mud-covered lunchbox.
Oi, you nasty home wrecker. He's like a bully on the beach destroying everyone's sandcastles. Leave the tiny termites alone.
Yeah, listen to the lady, wise guy.
Very tasty.
Well, it's all in a day's work for the anteater. He's got 3 long claws on each foot, which are perfectly adapted for this demolition work, so that he can get his nosh.
But how does he eat with that funny-shaped mouth?
Well, that funny-shaped mouth, as you rightly put it, is home to a funny-shaped tongue. It's like a long roll of double-sided sticky tape. which is perfect for poking into the mounds and mopping up lots of tiny termites. Up to 35,000 a day.
A very freaky but useful tongue indeed, then.
Yeah, and its weirdness doesn't stop there. It's not got any teeth and so uses hard growths inside its mouth to bite the mites. It even walks in a rather freaky way too.
Oh yeah, on its knuckles just like a gorilla.
Yeah, something like that. It walks awkwardly because it has to protect those funny long claws on each foot. They are key to its survival.
Wow, this show is getting freakier by the minute. Mr. Anteater, welcome to the Freak Parade. But what's the connection?
Well, the termite-munching, gorilla-trotting anteater and the super-long sword-billed hummingbird both have freaky, weird, long noses.
Excuse me, what are you doing?
I'm eating banana and bonding with a howler monkey. Look how cute he is.
Yeah, which is exactly why he's not supposed to be in this show.
Oh, but Jemmy's so cute.
Barney, put him down. We're looking for freaky things, remember?
Oh, yeah. Freaky things. Oh, I forgot about that. Oh, sorry, dude.
How's about this then?
Jem, what is that?
This is the Hoatzin bird. You'll find it around the swamps and mangrove areas of the Amazon.
No, I think you'll find it's a scruffy little rag with freaky hooks on the end of its wings.
Yes, but the baby Hoatzin bird has these dinosaur-like claws to help it cling onto the branches and move through the trees safely. The local people even have a freaky nickname for this bird.
What's that ugly, clawy wing thing? Actually, no, he looks more like a Cedric.
No, they call it the stink bird.
I wonder why.
Well, the Hoatzin bird is a total vegetarian, and thanks to the way its stomach ferments its diet, the bird releases a rather pungent odour.
Excuse me.
Similar to the smell of cow poo.
Nice.
Not to the locals who avoid it just like lots of predators, except for the capuchin monkey.
Oh, I love a smelly bird, I do.
So the Hoatzin chick has another trick up its feathery hooked sleeve. If it's in danger of being attacked, it jumps out of the tree and into the water below.
Well, that wasn't clever. It's going to drown.
Hey, don't worry. It uses those freaky extra claws to climb back up again.
Ta-da!
Oh, I see. Quite clever then, really. But claws on wings, still freaky.
While by the time it reaches adulthood, the claws are gone. But that still doesn't make it very good at flying and will only fly short distances.
Oh, that's gotta hurt. So the baby Hoatzin makes the most of its extra claws, climbing everything in sight, occasionally letting go, and sneaking out past Mum to play with his mates.
Here we go. Steady. She doesn't see me. Nearly there, boys. Nearly there. Oh, Mum.
Looks like he's grounded.
You might just want to sit tight, mate.
So the smelly old Hoatzin and the rather long-nosed anteater are connected because they both have handy but totally and utterly freaky claws.
Up next, a right little monkey.
Jem, you like all creatures great and small, don't you?
Yeah, I do. Just like you.
Hey?
Well, you're great.
Why, thank you very much.
And you're small.
I'll ignore that.
Oi! Don't get short with me.
Allow me to introduce to you a mini marvel, and that's not funny either.
Where is it?
You've got to look really hard to find it. Yep, there you go. How about that?
Well, hey, it's a monkey.
It's a mini monkey. This is the pygmy marmoset, which never grows up. It's the smallest monkey in the world.
Exactly how small are we talking?
Hold your hand out. That's small.
Wow, that is small.
I know, and they're just 16 centimetres high. Look, you can even fit in my pocket. Well, nearly.
So it's a pocket primate and a teeny tiny record breaker.
Yep, but it's certainly not a branch breaker because it's so small, it's as light as a feather, so it can climb along the thinnest of twiggy branches.
Bit of a lightweight then.
But unlike most monkeys, these pocket primates have really sharp claws to help them hold on tight to those spindly little twigs.
Look at those itsy-bitsy, teeny-weeny little feet. Something else you've got in common with the pygmy marmoset, Barney?
I'll ignore that. Those little grippy feet enable it to creep up on its dinner without it noticing.
Do-do-do. Lovely day for a picnic.
Look, that grasshopper hasn't noticed a thing. I think he has now. Where's he gone?
He's a little hungry, so most probably grabbing another snack.
Ah, some monkey nuts, perhaps. No, he's trying to eat that tree.
Yep, and it'll never do it because that bark is bigger than its bite.
Terrible. Which is exactly how that tree bark must taste.
Oh no, this tree produces a type of gum which our pygmy marmoset rather strangely loves.
Gooey, gooey gum tree. Ew, that is one little freaky eater.
Yep.
So he loves gooey gum from the gooey gum tree. He's got tiny claws on his tiny feet, and you can pop them in your pocket for little poppets.
That was a nice rhyme.
Why, thank you very much.
And he's a freaky record breaker, being the smallest in the world.
Just like you, Barney.
So both the marmoset and the hoatzin are both freakazoids who use their little claws to hang out in trees.
Up next, an underwater miracle magician. This little freakster is so freaky it has baffled and boggled many a scientist.
Now this sounds intriguing.
This is the axolotl.
Looks like a tadpoley underwatery lizardy type of thingy.
Yep, I think that pretty much sums it up. The axolotl is a member of the salamander family, and you will only find them in a few lakes high above sea level in Mexico.
All right.
They spend their entire lives in water. You could say they're the Peter Pans of the underwater world.
What, you mean they like to wear green tights and have got a little fairy as their best friend?
No, I mean they never grow up. They actually have stunted growth. Within a few weeks of being born, they are fully equipped with all they need.
Ah, hey, what's going on here? It's a party.
Ah, yes, the Axolotl's Lake is also a very popular boating lake.
Oh, look, I'm having fun.
Not much fun for Mr. Axolotl, though. Lots of boats mean lots of danger. And this little fella has had a bit of an argument with one of them.
No, his leg's been chopped off.
Hey, don't worry, Barney. They have powers you could only dream of.
What, you mean like being able to lick your own elbow? Oh, cool.
Nope, they have the power of regeneration.
Refrigeration. Wow, that's very cool.
No, regeneration. Look.
I'm sorry, do my eyes deceive me?
Nope. They have the amazing power to regrow limbs in just a few months.
It can regrow body parts just like that. That's incredible. Hey, Jem, if only the axolotl could talk.
Why? So they could tell scientists exactly how they regenerate?
No, but it could tell me how it keeps those gills so nice and pink and fluffy. Oh, they're gorgeous.
You're not taking this seriously, are you? Without those pink fluffy gills, it wouldn't be able to breathe in a lake at such high altitude.
Ah, fluffy but useful.
Yep. So the rather extraordinary limb-growing axolotl is connected to the pipe-sized pygmy marmoset because they both have stunted growth.
So we've had weird claws, half-plucked hockey birds, freaky tongues. I'll tell you what, this show is building up to be quite a freak fest.
Yes, but how did we get from a humding of a bird to a limb-regenerating lizard?
Well, we started with the sword-billed hummingbird, so called because of that rather long beak. That connected neatly to the anteater because they both have extremely long tongues.
Ah, yes, and the anteater linked to the ugly little hoatzin bird thanks to their rather strange-looking claws.
And it was those claws which helped the hoatzin climb trees, which is exactly what the mini marble, the mini marmoset monkey, is great at doing.
A very cool little dude indeed, who, just like the axolotl, has stunted growth.
So there we go, 5 freaksters revealed, 5 more to go. Okay, time to head off to the border of Peru and Bolivia
Why?
to find Lake Titicaca and the Lake Titicaca frog.
Yeah, all right, Jem, you trying to give me nightmares?
Oh, hello.
Cute, isn't he?
Cute. It's fair to say he was at the front of the queue and they were handing out ugly vouchers.
It's a bit harsh.
Well, he might look a bit odd due to the extra bit of skin flapping around.
A little bit. His skin's 10 times too big for him.
Well, that's for a reason. Lake Titicaca is not only South America's largest lake, it's also one of its highest.
I'm not with you.
Well, like all frogs, it breathes through its skin.
Okay.
Now, because its home is at high altitude, there is very little oxygen in the lake.
I know what this is. The more skin it has, the larger the surface area to soak up plenty of oxygen.
You got it.
Well, that's freaky, but it's clever. Why all the press-ups?
That's to help the flow of water around its body to get more oxygen.
So, without all that skin, the lake Titicaca frog simply wouldn't survive in the high-altitude lake.
Yep, and the more skin you have, the more you can eat.
Excuse me?
Oh yes, you can't beat a bit of wafer-thin Titicaca skin. He loves it.
Oh, I think I'm turning as green as a frog watching that.
So the freaky flaky skinned self-eating Titicaca frog and the Peter Pan axolotl are connected because they are both high-altitude breathers and underwater weirdos.
Next, a rather mixed-up mammal. Okay, nice and quiet. We're venturing off into the still of the night.
Hey, it's dark. I can't see a thing.
Yeah, which is perfect for our next freaky friend. Time to switch to night vision.
Ah, he's a little cutie.
Yeah, and he loves to swim.
I'm a little cutie and I love to swim.
Oh, and catch fish. Hey, that was good.
Yeah, I love to catch fish.
Very cute, but I thought we were looking for freaksters.
Ah, well, this is the yapok. It lives in the streams of the Amazonian rainforest.
Nothing weird about that, Barney. It's rather sweet, in fact.
Ah, but he's very confused.
I'm very confused.
Ah, what's up with the little fella?
Well, just look at those freaky, froggy front feet for starters.
They do look a bit odd.
Yeah, and note the ridiculously silly ducky-webbed back feet.
Ooh, that is very weird. Barney, I don't think he really knows what he is.
I'll tell you what he is, a unique freak. He's a cool unique freak because he's the only swimming marsupial in the world.
I'm one of a kind.
Surely he can't decide what he wants to be. A guinea pig, a frog, or a duck.
Or a guinea dog.
Yeah, it could be. But hang on, if you say the yapok is a marsupial, it must have a pouch like a kangaroo.
Yeah, but the yapok spends a lot of time in the water, so it has a rear-facing pouch which it can seal to keep watertight and protect its babies.
Very clever, my little weird one.
It uses its little ducky feet to speed through the water and those super sensitive froggy front fingers to feel for fish.
Gotcha!
However, despite the yapok's aquatic adaptations, bizarrely, it must close its eyes underwater.
Then perhaps it should keep a mask and snorkel in that pouch.
The good thing is it can swim around all night and won't go wrinkly like you or I. Its fur is so thick, its skin doesn't even get wet.
Wow! A freaky furry wetsuit to go with its back-to-front pouch, froggy front fingers and ducky webbed back feet.
And it's those freaky front feet which connect both the Titicaca frog and the yapok, despite the yapok rather freakily being a mammal.
And from freaky feet to a rather odd-shaped head. The waters around Latin America are overflowing with some totally awesome sights.
Totally awesome, dude.
From the eye-poppingly wonderful...
Excuse me, coming through?
...to the downright weird, they all call this home. And if it's underwater freakies you want, check out the hammerhead shark.
Wow, I think you've hit the nail on the head here, Jem.
It's famous for its rather weird-shaped head.
Yeah, and do you know why he's swimming on his own?
Why?
He's a lone shark.
Very funny.
It looks like his head's been stood on.
But that odd shape keeps it ahead of the game when it comes to survival.
Oh yeah, does it use it to build a nice shark home?
Inside that flat head, you'll find some high-tech equipment which has crowned it the underwater hide-and-seek champion. Take this little goby.
No, I'll leave him, thanks. He looks rather happy there.
Ah, perhaps not for long. Hammerhead sharks love a little goby or two.
Oh no, they don't, do they, man?
No, but you'll never find him. He's so tiny and blends perfectly with the seabed.
I'm blending in, man. Look.
Which is why the hammerhead has these super sharky sensors. That head acts like a metal detector.
Or a goby detector in this case.
Oh, you're joking.
Yep, the underside is lined with thousands of electrical detectors to pick up the slightest of electrical impulses.
Are you telling me that goby's battery-powered?
Batteries? I'm running on fear, man.
The goby can stay as still as it likes, but it still needs to breathe. And every time it breathes, it lets out tiny electrical pulses from its gills.
Well, that's not going to help.
With my funny-shaped head, I will hunt you down.
Oh, no, man. I'm gonna be a fish supper.
Oh no, say goodbye to the goby.
Not so fast. Time to call in Captain Crab.
Never fear, the Captain Crab is here. Shoo, sharky fella, shoo.
Yeah, crab sticks.
Whoa, Captain Crab has scared off the hammerhead shark.
Yep, Sharky was disturbed and has given up the ghost.
You mean goby?
Thanks, Captain Crab.
So that rather uniquely shaped head is there for a very important reason.
Oh, yes.
It's good to see the nice little goby survive.
Don't be daft, Sharky came back later.
Goby!
Ah well, plenty more fish in the sea.
So the odd-shaped hammerhead shark is connected to the crazy little yapok because they're both one of a kind, unique freaks.
So, Jem, our next freaky fur brain comes from just the Amazon basin.
What? How did it do that? I mean, it would never fit in my basin. And actually, come to mention it, why does no one ever talk about the Amazon bath or the Amazon toilet?
No, not that kind of basin.
Now, the Amazon basin is the term given to the massive area of land drained by the Amazon River.
Oh, I see.
Ah, yes, but can you see what this is?
Ah, you're being cryptic, very arty-farty, but I think I know.
Go on then.
It's a monkey. One freaky hairy monkey which has been bathing in far too much hair tonic.
This is a wakari monkey. They all have that odd long hairy coat, and the freakiness doesn't stop there.
Ugh, what's that? It looks like it's about to explode. Why has this monkey got a bright red face? A, he's been playing with the wife's makeup. B, he's just let out a silent but violent smelly pop. Or C, he's very angry.
Or D, none of the above. That rather freaky bright red face is there for a reason.
What's that? To make it look totally and utterly ridiculous?
No, it shows other monkeys, especially the ladies, just how fit and healthy he is. The redder, the better.
He looks more angry than healthy.
Well, he would be angry if you grabbed his fruit and nuts.
Why?
The more unripe fruit and nuts he can eat, the redder the face and the better he looks.
Oh, I see.
Brazil nuts are a favourite, and thanks to some awesomely powerful jaws, he can crack open the toughest of nuts. Unlike most monkeys, wakaris have very short tails. However, it doesn't stop them leaping over 10 metres through the trees. They are totally fearless.
Out the way, Roger!
Which is a good job when you look like a rather strange hairball with a freaky bright red bony baldy head. Perhaps he shaved it for charity.
So it's simple to see that the funky wakari monkey shares something pretty obvious in common with the hammerhead shark.
They both have funny, freaky faces, and from freaky faces to freaky feathers. Okay, Barney, time to head off to the Galapagos Islands.
Ah, situated off the northwestern edge of South America, described as the land that time forgot because of all its weird and wonderful islanders.
Yep, and here's a feathered freak, which is sure to amaze.
Okay, so what freak beak have we got? Surely all birds are just feathery.
This isn't just any bird. The frigate bird has a fierce reputation.
Oh, is it a black belt in karate?
Nope, it simply loves fast food on the wing.
Just bobbing about on the waves.
Oh, look out! Oh, a little too late.
Oh,
That was a sitting duck.
wrong. That was a tiny storm petrel.
Oh, can you not squeeze so hard, Mr. Frigate?
Thanks to a rather weird-looking hook-like beak, they can simply pluck food from the sea without even dipping a toe in the water.
Oh, what a clever little fella.
Well, they're not that little. That wingspan can be up to 2.5 meters.
That's the length of a small car.
And plucking food from the water has its dangers. If those huge wings hit the water, it would struggle to flap its way back up into the air and probably drown.
Oh, that hurts.
But the freakiest thing about the frigate bird is this.
Wow, it swallowed a whoppee cushion.
No, it's inflated its chin to kind of hypnotise the ladies. That bright red chin says,
Come to me, my lover. You know where it's at.
I think it says he's got a sore throat and should not be thinking about the ladies.
It says he's in the mood for love. The males inflate their throat pouches to make them irresistible to the passing females.
Oh yeah, look, it's worked. Just like magic. Look, he's even getting her to tidy up his nest. Maybe she'll move on to the ironing next.
And now she's using it as a nice soft pillow.
Well, I bet she's tired after doing all of his housework. That hooky beak and whoopee cushion chin certainly make it one freaky frigate.
Yep, and the freaky frigate is connected to the Wakari monkey because they're both funny coloured redheads.
Well, I'm officially freaked out.
Yeah, I can see that. Well, it's because we have just seen some of the most freakiest animals that Latin America has to offer.
Yeah, that'll be why. So how did we start with hummingbirds?
Well, we opened up the freak factory with the sword-billed hummingbird, which connected to the anteater because they both have extremely long tongues.
And the anteater linked to the ugly Hoatzin bird thanks to some rather strange-looking claws.
And those claws help the Hoatzin climb trees, and that's exactly what the mini marmoset monkey is great at doing.
Yeah, he's a very cool little monkey dude who is connected to the axolotl because they both have stunted growth.
What are you looking at me for?
Next, it was the rather gross-looking Titicaca frog.
Oh, hello.
Which linked with the axolotl because they both live at high altitude but underwater.
Yep, and then webbed feet connected the Titicaca frog with the rather confused-looking yapok.
Confused but cute and also unique, which is something it shares in common with the hammerhead shark, being both unique freaks.
Next up, the Wakari linked nicely with the hammerhead because they both have rather funny-looking heads.
You said it. And finally, the frigate bird decided it likes the Wakari's face so much it would have a bright red neck too.
Which links us back quite neatly from the frigate to the hummingbird because they both have freaky beaks.
What a great show.
OK, Jem. What freaky animal am I?
Well, you're quite short, so are you a yapok?
No.
Well, you're very small, so are you an axolotl?
No.
All right, then, you are a miniature marmoset.
No, Jem. Think about it. What have I got on my head? Look. Ham. Ham on head. Ham on head. I'm a ham on head. Hammerhead. Hammerhead shark. I'm a hammerhead. Why do I even bother?
All right, half-pint Harwood, don't get short with me.
Four children fed up with their parents driving. You're going too fast.
I'm going all right.
You're not. Four parents who have fallen into bad habits.
She does her makeup when she's driving. Done.
Uh-oh. 10 days to change their ways before they face the ultimate driving test. Who will pass and who will fail?
Driving Academy starts today at 4:30 and continues all week on the CBBC channel.
Weekends on CBBC. I love it. Oh my goodness.
Wow, that is amazing.
Where's Barney?
I'm on fire.
I'll say.
That has got to hurt.
It's massive. It should be really exciting.
It's just this huge monster. Catch up with all your favourites every weekend on CBBC.
On Deadly 60, I've had loads of incredible animal encounters. Here's just one of my many favourites. This is Deadly 60 Bites.
Come in here.
We're in the...
We found our tarsier. The most remarkable, bizarre little gremlin I've ever seen.